Today on Public Eye News, more information on the documents leaked from the Pentagon, and later, how Wisconsin residents are handling river flooding and rising water across the state.
Nolan Schaefer will have your weather going into the week, and Ava will have your sports recap. I'm Amy Doyle.
And I'm Ava Sahoyan, and this is Public Eye News. Highly classified Pentagon documents were leaked online late last week, and federal officials are now struggling to understand how the leak occurred. The documents detail sensitive information on the Russia-Ukraine war, such as Ukrainian military positions and information that assesses circumstances in which President Vladimir Putin might use nuclear weapons. The leaks have also revealed the United States' surveillance on how its allies interact with China and Russia. Other leaks concern South Korean hesitation of shipments to Ukraine, possible Egyptian shipments to Russia, and conflicts in Israel. As of now, there is no clear number on how many documents were released. The current estimates range from 50 into the hundreds. How the documents were leaked is a mystery as of now, even to the Pentagon chief. It is suspected that the leak may have occurred on social media site Discord, where they would have been initially spread before making their way onto other platforms. The Pentagon has begun an internal review to assess the impact of the leak on national security, as well as how the documents were acquired. And a man in Ionia County, Michigan, has pled no contest to 3 charges after a woman was shot in his home in September. Richard Harvey says that he accidentally shot Joan Jacobson after she refused to leave his property. Jacobson was campaigning against a constitutional amendment regarding abortion rights. Harvey says his shotgun fired accidentally as he attempted to knock away Jacobson's clipboard. Harvey pleaded no contest on Monday on charges relating to assault, careless discharge of a gun, and reckless use of a gun. His plea, no contest, is treated as a conviction at sentencing.
And a commonly prescribed antibiotic is now the focus of a research study to combat STDs. The drug doxycycline is often used to treat bacterial infections and even prescribed for the treatment of acne and malaria prevention. CDC officials are now studying its usage as a morning-after type of pill used to prevent STDs. Sexually transmitted diseases are reportedly on the rise due to various factors, including lack of available testing during the COVID-19 pandemic. The CDC is now drafting a recommendation to use the pill as a treatment, joining numerous regional health departments that have issued guidance in the past year. And NMU was named the Reader's Choice for Best Cannabis Degree Program in a special issue of Michigan Green State Magazine. Lake Superior State University came in 2nd place for the award, which was voted on by readers. This comes as NMU begins hosting its newly formed 2nd Annual Cannabis Education Conference later this month, where students will hear from subject matter experts on various industry-related topics, including NMU's current cannabis degree programs. The conference will be on the 25th at the Northern Center. And as winter turns to spring, concerns of floodwater are rising, literally. WSAW's Dominique O'Neill is in Wausau with more on how the snowmelts of spring are affecting one Wisconsin community.
Just out, the weather's nice, just trying to hang out and enjoy it as much as we can.
With great weather comes greater responsibility. It's not uncommon to have fast rising waters as winter turns to spring, but it's happening at a faster rate and earlier time than officials are used to. Look no further than Isle of Ferns Park and under the Scott Street Bridge. This has Chief Ben Bliven with the Wausau Police concerned.
We have unhoused people who are staying underneath the Scott Street Bridge, on Barker Stewart Island, on the Isle of Ferns, and so we are making notifications to those individuals today, and we're making arrangements for places for them to be in the evening hours and the nighttime hours, and then we're making arrangements for their property.
Wisconsin Public Service is closely monitoring the conditions along the Wisconsin River. A spokesman with the WPS says they're implementing a safety plan.
At this point, we're preparing to install that flood barrier underneath the Scott Street Bridge, again, to minimize the impact of any flood water that may occur in that area.
Safety is the top priority right now.
Priority, our biggest concern is the life safety issues because of the water levels, and so we're trying to head off any issues that may come.
When we do have high river flow events, such as the one that we're seeing right now, we typically do install that flood barrier gate, again, just to help minimize the impact of flood water on the area.
Now don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with your weather and national news after this break.
In Costa Rica, much of life depends on a tiny little bird. An architect who brings flowers to the fields and fruit to the forest. The result is a realm bursting with wildlife. This is the hummingbird effect.
Tonight at 8.
Hi, welcome back to Public Eye News, and I'm Nolan Schaefer with your weather today. And let's take a look at this sky cam. You can see we have sunny skies and we have students enjoying our academic mall. Take a look at the current temperatures across the UP. Starting up in Houghton, we have 70 degrees and sunny. Ironwood, 74 and sunny. Iron Mountain, 75 and sunny. Menominee, 81 and sunny. Escanaba, 72 and sunny. Manistique, 57 and sunny. Sault Ste. Marie, 66 and sunny. And the lovely Marquette, 78 and sunny. And if you look at our current conditions, it is sunny with a temperature of 78 degrees with winds out of the west-southwest at 6 miles per hour and a pressure of 29.62 and falling. And tonight, we're gonna have clear weather with a low of 41 and winds out of the southwest at 4 miles per hour. And tomorrow, you can look forward to partly cloudy skies with a high of 41 and a low of 39, and winds out of the north at 7 miles per hour. And looking forward to this weekend, Friday, we have a high of 71 and a low of 50 with partly cloudy skies. Saturday, we have a high of 62 with some showers and a low of 40. And Sunday, we have a high of 43, some showers, and a low of 30. And back to the desk.
Awesome. Thanks so much for that weather update, Nolan. It's great to see everybody outside and enjoying the sun on campus. It's great to finally see some people out and about. And getting back into your national news, Mexico's top immigration officer is facing criminal charges after a fire killed 40 migrants last month in Ciudad Juarez. The charges against Francisco Gardino, the head of Mexico's National Immigration Institute, were announced by the federal Attorney General's office late yesterday. Yet it is unclear what Gardino will be charged with. Prosecutors have released little information as of yet. Gardino is also head of the institute during the 2020 detention center fire in the state of Tabasco, which killed 1 person and injured 14. There have been complaints before regarding corruption and poor conditions within Mexico's migrant detention facilities, but have never been seriously investigated. Gardino is among others who have already faced homicide charges in the case, 5 low-level officials, guards, and a Venezuelan migrant who is suspected to have started the fire. In an update on the attack in Louisville on Monday, body cam footage and identities of the shooter and victims have been released. Body cam videos taken from 2 officers at the scene show the standoff between police officers and bank employee Connor Sturgeon, who was armed with an AR-15 assault-style rifle. The footage reveals that Sturgeon began shooting on officers before they even left their vehicle upon arrival at the scene. 2 officers were injured at the scene. 1 rookie officer, Nicholas Wilt, was shot in the head, and another grazed by a bullet. Wilt is currently in critical yet stable condition, according to the University of Louisville Hospital. 3 minutes after police arrived, the suspect was taken down by officers. The identities of the 5 bank employees killed in the shooting have been released: Joshua Barrick, Tommy Elliott, Jim Tutt Jr., Juliana Farmer, and Deanna Eric. Louisville Mayor Craig Greensburg has urged the community to come together in its grief in the aftermath of this event. A memorial is growing in Louisville, Kentucky, at the scene of a bank shooting Monday that left 5 people dead. Late yesterday, police released body camera footage of officers responding to the deadly attack. A warning: some of the footage may be disturbing. The footage shows officers arriving on the scene and taking cover as the gunman fired his assault-style rifle weapon at them. Roxana Saberi has the story from Louisville.
Back up.
Police body cam footage shows the moment training officer C.J. Galloway pulled up to Old National Bank with rookie Nicholas Wilt just after 8:40 a.m. Monday to the ringing of gunshots. Galloway stumbled backward as the gunman opened fire. Police say Galloway sustained a minor gunshot wound before taking cover. Officer Wilt was shot in the head. He remains hospitalized in critical condition. Around 4 minutes after arriving on the scene, Galloway shot and killed the gunman.
I'm just truly proud of the heroic actions of those 2 officers.
The 25-year-old was a current employee of the bank. They executed a search warrant on his home, but did not reveal what they recovered there.
This is happening in America everywhere.
Louisville's mayor, a workplace shooting survivor himself, said 40 people have already been lost to gun violence in the city this year. They now include the 5 victims of this shooting, all employees of Old National Bank: Deanna Eckert, Joshua Barrick, Thomas Elliott, James Tutt, and Juliana Farmer.
What do you want to be done?
I want justice for my mother. I want them to do something about these guns.
We spoke with Farmer's children, Aaliyah and Gian Chambers, in the bank's parking lot, where Farmer's car is still in its spot.
She didn't have to come, but she came for me. That's why I'm so hurt.
Aaliyah, a single mom, told us Farmer had recently moved to Louisville to help her raise her 4 children.
My mom was the sweetest person, loving person, a smile that lit up the room.
You would never forget her.
You would never forget that smile. And one thing I can say about my mama, she was happy. She left here happy.
Farmer's kids told us their mother had just started her job at this bank only around 2 weeks before the shooting. Police have not yet released a motive. And in a hard-to-believe turn of events, Louisville's mayor said the shooter's rifle could end up back on the streets under a state law requiring police to auction off seized firearms. Roxana Saberi, CBS News, Louisville, Kentucky.
After this break, Ava will have a look at your sports recap. I hear there's some big changes coming to NMU football. We'll be back after this.
Weather is wacko.
Hurricanes are intensifying.
Extreme weather.
Drought and heat waves are more severe.
Is threatening America.
30 or 40 mile an hour wind howls for days on end.
But across the country, people are fighting back.
We're not going anywhere.
With innovation.
We can substantially cool down cities.
And ancient wisdom.
It's worked for 10,000 years. It can work again.
Weathering the future on Nova.
Tonight at 9 on WNMU-TV.
Welcome back. I'm Ava Sahoyan with your sports update. The NMU golf team not only won the Cav Classic tournament this past weekend, but set a school record in the process. The team shot a combined 4 over for a total of 580 strokes between 2 rounds. The score is the lowest 36-hole tournament performance in NMU history. The Wildcats were led by Eric Yun, who shot a 4 under in 68 in his round of the weekend, which is the 3rd best all-time round in Wildcat history. The team has a quick turnaround this week and will head down to Augusta, Michigan to play in the GLIAC Men's Golf Championship, which starts tomorrow. And the NMU football team is looking for sponsors to help them fund a locker room renovation project. The team is hoping to raise $250,000 to install additional lockers, light fixtures, and new flooring into their facility. According to the team, the locker room is vital to the program's success and can even help with recruiting and keeping talented players at Northern. A link to donate and information on additional sponsorship opportunities can be found on NMUWildcats.com. And next time you're at a Brewers game, you'll be able to grab a beer into the 8th inning. Thanks to shortened games due to the newly installed pitch clock, at least 4 MLB teams have decided to extend beer sales later into the game. Previously, beer could only be purchased through the 7th inning. All right, and that's all I've got for sports stories. Amy, I hear you've got some fun NMU-related stories for us.
Yes, NMU's DeVos Art Museum is hosting a free family event next Thursday where current exhibitions can be viewed. Families will have an opportunity to create their own mixed media artwork to take home, inspired by some of the artwork on display. Exhibitions from our upcoming May graduates will also be on display. Guided tours and events will start at 5 p.m.
All right, that is fantastic. Are you into art at all? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I am. I like getting out and checking out different sparkly things and what people can create. And what about you, Ava?
I'm a great fan. I think it's fantastic. And that is all the time we have for you today on Public Eye News. I am Ava Sahoyan.
And I'm Amy Doyle.
And we'll see you here tomorrow. Thank you for joining.
The preceding program was produced by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television, in studios located in Elizabeth and Edgar Hardin Hall.